So this was a mid-80s tone, close to the surface as you can see. Long way from home, that one. Well, this rang up really high, right into the mid-90s there. At the top of this hill, there's a little park that I stopped in, and this is what I found. Well, this was a clean 77 on the Deus 2 here. Well, hello everybody, welcome to Treasure Earth. My name is Wayne. Thanks for joining me today. So, the Deus 2 has a software update, which I'm going to run today, the 3.02. Now, what I've done, I've set it at a discrimination of 7. I've got a -1 on the silencer, and I'm running the canfast program that I've re-entered into it. Remember, if you do the software update, your custom programs will be gone, so make sure you record those. I'm in a very cool park here. Houses at the bottom of the hill, houses at the top of the hill, and people have been walking along this path for a long time, many years. So with this in mind and the new update, let's see what we can find. So you can see that we're bouncing around. This is often where those Canadian coins are again. Disguised as nails though, so again, is this something we would dig? Well, we're gonna check it out. So as you can see, that signal with the iron tone hitting about 75 to 77 is quite often these coins here. So you know, you can still recognize them just with that little subtle bounce back and forth from ferrous to non-ferrous. Another target right off the path. So this big piece of aluminum, dog tag Charlie, came up. Quite a high tone here. Looks like a clean 93. So popping that out, we've got a nice silver. And it was ringing up at that 93 range, which is in that silver range. Can't quite see the date, maybe 57, but nice silver. $71, of course that's pull tab range. Pull tab range indeed. So we've got another 90s target here. Really nice target. Oh, I saw something shiny right there. Looks like a really tiny little ring. Yeah, it's a tiny little ring, very cute. Ringing up in that 90s range though, as silver does. That's a really cool find. Now we've got a really iffy signal here bouncing around. You can see the iron is at 7. and it's jumping. Let's just see what this is. So this piece of wire is what this is. Now the Deus is telling me that there's a problem here, and of course I wouldn't dig this normally with that interrupted signal going back and forth, ferrous non-ferrous, with that chirp bouncing around, ferrous non-ferrous, 7 up to 80. So with the information the Deus 2 is giving, would you dig that? Well, I probably wouldn't, but we are going to right now. Let's just see what this is, shall we? Well, we've got an old pair of scissors here. Now, typically with that ferrous tone, I normally wouldn't dig this. Now, this location, of course, with all the history, I'm probably going to dig everything, but on a normal day I probably wouldn't dig this. So big iron signal blasting through this one, and of course it rang up with that high tone chirp as well, but you can see it. Looks like a pair of pliers. Still open. Surface signal, it sure is bouncing around, but with all surface signals like this, you know, I always check it anyways. Well, that was the bouncy signal there, just a clip, maybe off a bike. But again, those surface ones, doesn't take long to just check what it is, and you never know. So now this is the fourth coin that I found here, silver. I can't see the date on this one. Rang in about 89 or so on the detector. But found a few of these silvers now, all ringing in about the same. 89 to, the quarter is of course bigger, so it rings in about 93. So I've got a signal here, ringing up nice, ferrous, but watch when I come off the target. You know, the Deus is telling me that that's an aluminum bottle cap, is what that's telling me. So let's just see. Now, I can choose to dig these ones or let them go. If it's got that squelching sound, and there we go. So the Deus is helping me not dig those targets and waste my time digging these ones up. So you can really hear a disruption in this one. Let's see what the 70s is though. And is this one we'd normally dig? Alright, so 70s had that weird tone. Is that something you'd normally dig? Probably not. Okay, well this signal, what do we think of that? It's over and above that 75 where that quarter was. But you could see how funny that signal was. Well, my friends, I'm going to call it there today. A great few hours in this park. You know, just time traveling with some of these targets, just amazing. The gold and the silver, just a real pleasure to find. Just a really good day out. The DS2 did not disappoint, of course. Running that program as it was. I'll do some more tests with it, of course, with the new software, but it really performs well through all of these sort of patches of high density targets, and it's just pulling out those really high conductors. Really beautiful. And talk to some of the locals. This has been a pathway, just really friendly people along here today. This has been a pathway for years, so no wonder there's so much history here. So I'm going to call it there. Thanks again for joining me, everybody. Please hit that like button, subscribe, and share if you want, and we'll talk to you the next time. Take care. On the way back to the truck, this cool key